In Hungary, the government has decided to add a disclaimer to a book that's been launched by a sexual minority rights publisher. The disclaimer states that the fairy tale conveys values that are different from the original, traditional, familial values of Hungary. Prime Minister Viktor Orban, whose right-wing Fidesz party has adopted an increasingly hostile rhetoric and policies towards LGBT groups, called the book Homosexual propaganda. Well, Luca Dudic is the communications officer at the Hatter Society, a non-governmental LGBTIQ organisation. She joins me now from the capital, Budapest. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Now, this book, part of the controversy that's been caused by the government is that it's a story about a prince who marries another prince, as well as a whole load of other more forward-thinking liberal ideas. What action are you taking against the government?
So our issue with the whole ruling is that, it's completely discriminatory and unconstitutional, because to just slam a book that depicts groups and characters from marginalized social groups is just completely discriminatory. So our issue is that you can't just say that consumers need to be warned that the book is depicting patterns of behavior deviating from traditional gender roles, as the ruling says, because that is, just not something that a democracy can do.
We have reached out to the Hungarian government and asked for an interview, and they haven't responded to us yet. But the line you just said there is exactly the statement they've issued, to say the book depicts behaviour inconsistent with traditional gender roles. Now, I know the book's project manager said it was written really in response to growing hostility towards the LGBTQ community. Can you just describe for us what that actually is like in Hungary?
So in 2020, the Hungarian government has launched a complete crusade against the LGBTQI community. In March, they proposed a ban on legal gender recognition. That means that now trans and intersex people cannot get documentation that is in line with their gender identity. This puts trans and intersex people at risk of harassment and discrimination. And then in November, they submitted a packet of bills to Parliament that did stigmatize trans identities, and that is included now in the constitution. And they also banned single-parent adoption, so that they could, prevent the formation of rainbow families.
It would be really interesting to hear what kind of support you've had, what reaction your challenge has had, given the sort of current social situation in Hungary. Have people voiced support towards you?
We have launched a huge communications campaign in regards to both Article 33, so the ban on legal gender recognition, and also the ban on single-parent adoption. It has been great to see the Hungarian and also international people support in this matter, and see finally a social dialogue appear in Hungary. And it has been an immense support from both people and from organizations, from politicians, from influencers, and also for international political players and organizations. So we are very grateful that so many people have voiced their support to us.